Hello everyone and welcome to this week's devlog for our indie game Kingsblood. You might remember the vlog when we talked about our soul system. Every soul has a different color. We have earth, life, storm, water, fire and light. While these auras you see right here have an impact onto combat, we wanted to make the souls also be relevant in terms of leveling up and customizing your character. Every character has his or her own soul color. So far we use placeholder icons, but the idea was that when you click on the soul color tab, you will see an image of the soul color and a graph on which nodes you can unlock stats and upgrades and progress the character to your liking. Here you see the first conceptual draft for this idea, with all the nodes giving attribute points to your characters. Now the problem was that we needed images which resembled kind of a flame, a lightning strike, a drop of water or whatever, and use them as a background for the skill graph I just showed you. As the three of us are all no real artists but wanted this feature to really pop, we decided to hire an artist. You can find tremendous talent on the internet or DeviantArt, which is also financeable by small projects like ours, where everything is paid out of their own pocket. In this case, we created a post on DeviantArt and got a lot of replies from artists who wanted to create the 6-element graphics for us. What I can recommend to you is that you should always use a contract when working with artists. Here we used a blueprint from artpack.com, so you won't run into copyright problems later on when you want to publish your game. Now we met the artist in Discord and explained her what we wanted. 6-element symbols. She asked for more details and we quickly realized that we were not 100% sure how those symbols were supposed to look like. So we passed the ball back to her and were hoping that she came up with something to our satisfaction. She created a first draft for the light symbol. Already looked very promising. Then she went on and created drafts for all the other different soul colors. We were really digging light, fire, earth and water. The idea about life being an embryo was super cool, but I felt it was a bit too morbid and I felt like storm was too close to water, so we requested her to adjust those two. We suggested to finish up the images in the Nordic knot style and that's what she did, polished the images and colored them accordingly. Next we had to design the actual skill graphs. For this I loaded the images into PowerPoint and started dragging circles on top of the symbols. I used abbreviations, for instance AS being short for attack speed or CC being short for critical strike chance. Every soul color is different, but should have tanky as well as offensive options. The only big difference are the 4 soul color specific points, of which you can only get a maximum of 3, no matter how you used your 10 skill points. Those are individual. As an example, within the light tree, you could unlock a shield being applied to your character at the start of combat, or for the earth tree, the special points would grant stun and block chance. While we were happy with the art, one of our teammates came up with an idea how to even improve on that. One of his interests is artificial intelligence, and so we tried to transfer element-specific styles via shape-matching GANs onto our symbols. I will link the paper to this technique in the description of this video if you're interested in recreating such a GAN. Training the algorithm and creating the results takes a lot of time and needs good hardware. So while at the end of a day to release some stress we sometimes take the freedom to play a round of League of Legends, he had to sit out and listen to us having fun while he had to wait until his computer was done processing. The next day I got an email being him saying, "I don't think it works." But to be honest, we were stoked. I think the results are awesome. Here you can see fire, lightning and water. We encouraged him to do it for the other elements as well. Those are the images he used to train the neural network for the other elements. And these are the results. Probably need some adjustment, but still I think this is an awesome technique. Now, all of this is work in progress. We are not done with all of that yet. We also have to get rid of the background noise and need a clearly cut out image on a transparent background, which is not the case for the lightning or fire images yet. Then all of the logic has to be implemented via Unity's UI system, which can be quite bothersome. So quite a lot to do until everything is according to our vision. We just had one more cool idea how we would visualize the nodes within the graphs. There was a post on Reddit recently how to create these cool particle effects you see on the screen. Our idea was to maybe use similar effects to visualize the nodes which were selected via the leveling process. So if you enjoyed this week's devlog, then subscribe to this channel and see you next week.